guys, Talia here, founder of Workweek Lunch, and tonight we are going to do a sheet pan salmon meal. Salmon is one of the first things I learned how to make because my mom used to make it a ton. She's a pescatarian, and salmon is like a core of the Karen family household. It's very, very easy to make, but of course fish can be intimidating, it's hard to screw up, easy to overcook, right? Who here has had overcooked fish? Not fun. So tonight I hope that I can give you some tips so you avoid that in the future, and also some ideas for flavoring salmon, which again is a very versatile protein. Here's my salmon. It was previously frozen. We are doing 3 portions, so that's why I cut 2 kind of in half to make 1 portion. Here's our vegetables. We have red cabbage, red pepper, yellow pepper, green green onion, garlic, and ginger. So there's that, and then over here we're gonna make a kind of a sauce for our salmon. Salmon does not need to be marinated, so you don't really have to marinate it. You can just make your sauce, pour it on, pop it in the oven. That is how easy it is. All right, let's get started. The first thing I want to do is make our sauce. So this is some peanut sauce that I actually kept from a leftover Thai takeout meal from this weekend. I had like a chicken satay. So we're gonna make something a little bit similar to this, just not as thick. And I might even use some of this in my sauce. But to make a good peanut sauce, you need soy sauce, very, very important. For Thai, you want fish sauce. This is not a vegan. This is not a vegan ingredient, but via fish sauce. Peanut butter, garlic and ginger, brown sugar, and if we were doing the real authentic Thai version, we would use palm sugar, but I don't have any. Also, we would be using tamarind paste, but I don't have any of that either. But it's okay, we can make do. Okay, let's start with our soy sauce. Okay, it's very, very, very salty. You can definitely use some more sugar. I'm even gonna put in some water. So now I'm just gonna try and add some of this leftover sauce from the Thai meal I had. Again, guys, using up things, not letting things go to waste. There are no rules. Okay, that's very tasty. So now I have my sauce. I'm going to put it on the salmon. First, we need a sheet pan. Let's do that. You can do it in a baking dish. Salmon is one meal that definitely can be baked in a dish. It doesn't have to necessarily be a sheet pan. But we do want to add a little bit of oil to the pan so that the skin doesn't stick too much. So this is where our salmon is going to be cooking, and I'm just going to lay it on the sheet pan, and I'm going to just put sauce directly on the salmon. Now we are going to add the vegetables. So I'm going to toss the vegetables in that bowl. We're going to put the vegetables around the sheet pan and bake it. So to prepare the vegetables, we're going to keep it really simple with some olive oil and salt. And we're gonna add a little bit of the sauce, but not too much because we don't want to boil our vegetables. We just want to flavor them a little bit. Now we are gonna add it to our sheet pan. Look how pretty that is. I'm really excited to bake this. I'm gonna just give another sprinkle of salt for good measure. Now we're gonna bake this in the oven. So for salmon, you wanna bake it when it's like this thick. You want to bake it for 8 minutes max, honestly, for this size. If it was a bigger piece, it would definitely need more. If it's a smaller piece, it needs less. So we're cooking that at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 8 minutes. So meal prepping salmon is taboo, right? Obviously, no one's going to offices right now, but the person who reheats fish in the office is the person everyone does not like. However, that has not been the story with me. If you cook salmon properly, it won't smell when you reheat it. The key is not to overcook it, because overcooked fish will smell. So yeah, it does continue cooking in the microwave. We do have to keep that in mind. So we have to make sure we're really not overcooking it on the first go. But if you're really sensitive to these textures, like maybe don't prep salmon. Instead, prep everything else and cook salmon quickly. It only takes 8 minutes. So it's one of those things you can easily cook very quickly. The salmon will last after it's cooked up to 4 days in my experience. Of course, everyone's a little bit different about textures and smells. I'm good with 4 days, but if you're sensitive to it, like maybe 2 days. Most of the time, most meats and fish do what's called carry over cooking. Even when you take them out of the oven or out of the pan, they're gonna continue cooking because they're warm. So I'm not too worried about taking it out a little bit too early. I have rice, so this is not a 1-pot meal. This is a 2-pot meal. Okay, we're going back to the oven. We're gonna check on our salmon. So I can see we are definitely getting close to being done here, if we're not done already. Oh yeah. I'm gonna put it in for like 2 more minutes, and I think that'll be good. Got some crushed cashews and some green onion. And that's dinner, guys. Literally, in no time. What do we think? This is a very quick meal. I'm super happy to share with you. If you have any questions on salmon, pop them in the comments, DM me. Thanks for being here. Bye.